The Americas, from the tundra of Alaska and the boreal forests of Canada, down through the tropical rainforests of Central and South America, are home to an incredible variety of animals. Some of these are benign or beautiful, but others possess deadly adaptations that can kill or seriously harm humans. In Chapter 2 of this series, we explore a selection of some of the most dangerous creatures native to the Americas, their biology, their habitats, and the real risks they present. The fer-de-lance. One of the most feared snakes in Central and South America is the fer-de-lance Bothrops asper. This pit viper is responsible for a large proportion of snakebite fatalities in its range. It has a potent hemotoxic venom which causes local tissue destruction, internal bleeding, and can lead to organ failure. These snakes are often found in agricultural areas, near human habitation, or in forest edges, so encounters are unfortunately common. The fer-de-lance is quick to strike, often without much warning. Its camouflage helps it blend into leaf litter or decaying vegetation. Victims sometimes step on or are near the snake before realizing its presence. Especially in remote regions, the delay in receiving medical care, antivenom, supportive treatment leads to worse outcomes. Antivenom is effective if administered quickly, but in many rural jungles, reaching a clinic is difficult. The snake's venom can cause swelling, necrosis, death of tissue, hemorrhage, and shock. Survivors may face permanent disability or loss of limbs due to tissue damage. Brazilian wandering spider. Next, we travel to South America, where one of the most notorious spiders lurks, the Brazilian wandering spider, genus Phonutria. This spider is considered among the most venomous spiders in the world. Its venom is primarily neurotoxic, and it contains compounds that can cause severe pain, breathing difficulties, and even death in rare cases. Unlike many spiders, the Brazilian wandering spider is active at night and does not weave a stationary web. Instead, it wanders the forest floor, seeking prey, and sometimes, inadvertently, a human foot. Its aggression and readiness to defend itself make it especially dangerous. Bites are rare, but when they do occur, immediate medical attention is crucial. Symptoms can include local pain, sweating, tachycardia, rapid heartbeat, priapism, in men, and in extreme cases, respiratory paralysis. Children and vulnerable individuals are at greatest risk. Gila monster. Moving northward, the dry deserts of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico are home to a slow but dangerous reptile, the Gila monster, Heloderma suspectum. It is one of the few venomous lizards in the world. While its venom isn't potent enough to kill a healthy adult human under most conditions, its bite is extremely painful and can lead to serious medical complications. Gila monsters are heavy, slow-moving, and spend much time underground or in rock crevices. Their venom is delivered by grooved teeth as they chew, rather than via fangs that inject venom in a single strike. The effects include pain, swelling, nausea, weakness, and in some cases, cardiovascular effects. Because these lizards move slowly and are not aggressive unless threatened, they typically don't bite unless provoked or mishandled. Still, field workers or hikers who pick them up or step near them may risk attack. Amazon basin. Next is a famous aquatic predator, the piranha, particularly species in the genera Pygocentris and Serisalmus, native to freshwater rivers throughout the Amazon basin. While media often exaggerates their danger, in real contexts piranha are still capable of inflicting serious injuries under specific circumstances. Piranhas typically scavenge or feed on fish and weak or injured prey. They rarely attack large mammals unless a disturbance, like splashing or blood in the water, triggers a feeding frenzy. In these situations, they can strip flesh quickly, particularly from limbs. Humans are rarely targeted, but accidents do happen, especially when people wade or swim in rivers during the dry season, or after an injury that draws blood. Victims may suffer deep lacerations, bleeding, and risk of secondary infections. Bullet ant, Paraponera clavata. In the tropical rainforests of Central and South America lives a tiny but terrifying insect, the bullet ant, Paraponera clavata. Its sting is reputed to be among the most painful insect stings in the world. Some compare the pain to being shot, hence its name, bullet ant. The venom contains ponerotoxin, a neurotoxin affecting sodium ion channels and nerves. A sting causes intense, excruciating, burning pain lasting for up to 24 hours, along with swelling, local sweating, nausea, tremors, and shaking. Though not usually fatal, the sheer agony can debilitate a person. These ants live in trees but sometimes descend or forage on the ground. Forest workers and explorers who brush up against branches or vegetation can inadvertently provoke them. Some indigenous initiation rites even involve wearing gloves or suits laced with these ants to test pain tolerance. American alligator. In the wetlands, swamps, and rivers of the southeastern United States dwells a large and powerful predator, the American alligator, Alligator mississippiensis. While humans aren't its usual prey, its strength, speed in water, and powerful jaws make it a serious threat in certain contexts. Alligators typically avoid humans, but surprise encounters or careless behavior can provoke defensive attacks. In water, they can move swiftly and drag prey underwater to drown them. Their bite force is immense, capable of crushing bone. Attacks are rare and often associated with people swimming in alligator territory or getting too close to the water's edge. Victims may suffer severe trauma, amputations. Coastal waters of the Americas. Off the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the Americas, particularly in tropical and subtropical seas, live cone snails genus Conus. These slow-moving marine snails deliver prey-killing venom via a harpoon-like tooth. Some species are dangerous to humans. The venom is highly potent and contains conotoxins, which inhibit nerve and muscle function. A sting, or sting, by a harpoon tooth can cause paralysis, respiratory failure, cardiovascular collapse, and death in severe cases. Swimmers, divers, or beachcombers who handle or step on cone snails may accidentally trigger a sting. Because the snail is slow and innocuous in appearance, people often underestimate the danger. Poison dart frogs. Deep in the rainforests of Central and South America are the brilliantly colored poison dart frogs, family Dendrobatidae. Their skin secretes potent toxins, notably batrachotoxin in some species, capable of disrupting nerve and muscle function. Indigenous people have long known how to use these toxins for hunting, by applying frog skin secretions to blowgun darts. In nature, the frogs use their toxins as a defense against predators. For humans, the risk is low unless one handles the frog or someone ingests or absorbs the toxin via skin breaks. Some species are extremely toxic, just a few micrograms can be lethal. Effects may include muscle paralysis, cardiac arrest, respiratory failure, and death within minutes to hours if untreated. The vampire bat. One of the more exotic threats is the common vampire bat, Desmodus rodentus, native to Latin America. Unlike fiction, vampire bats do not typically kill, rather, they feed on small amounts of blood from mammals, often livestock or sleeping animals. But they can transmit diseases, e.g. rabies. While the bat's bite is usually painless initially due to anticoagulants in its saliva, the risk comes from infection and disease, especially rabies. Rabies transmitted by bats can be fatal if not treated promptly. Because humans sometimes sleep outdoors or in poorly sealed buildings in rural Latin America, exposure to vampire bats is possible. Any unexpected bite or scratch should prompt medical evaluation and potential rabies prophylaxis. Risk factors and human behavior. The key reason humans fall victim to these creatures is usually behavior and environment. Venturing into their habitats, jungles, swamps, deserts, underwater, or caves, requires caution, awareness, protective equipment, and knowledge. Avoiding bare feet near rivers or mangroves, not handling unknown creatures, using mosquito nets or screening, carrying first aid kits, and seeking medical care immediately after bites or stings can greatly reduce risk. Education and local knowledge are crucial. Indigenous peoples often hold generational wisdom about which creatures are dangerous, how to avoid them, and what to do in emergencies. Final thoughts. The Americas are rich in biodiversity, and that includes organisms that have evolved potent weapons of venom, jaws, or aggression. But danger is not everywhere, it's localized, and interactions are often avoidable. The more we understand about these creatures, the better we can live alongside them safely. In this chapter 2, we have explored a selection of species from snakes, spiders, lizards, fish, insects, amphibians, reptiles, and marine mollusks. In future chapters we might explore insects, parasitic worms, or other dangerous fauna in other regions.